Gabba Gabba, hey Drunken Cox fans, this is Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, and we're here to announce that you have found and stumbled upon our show. We're very happy to have you. If you found this on podcast platforms, you will be sorely disappointed in the magic entertainment. However, the video will be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. Remember, this show is an adult show, contains adult content. Have fun, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are on episode 8 of the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. Tonight, it's just Collen, GW, and I. But my lord, do we have a shitload to get into. So, let's get it.
Show me your tits. This is a weird show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I am, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. You have found the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. Tonight we are here with GW Foley and Collen Doyle. It's just us hosts, the Justice hosts, and we're going to talk about some justice. We got some topics to talk about. We got the story, of course, that everybody's heard, that an NFL player has finally come out. Finally. After all this time. We're going to talk about the ska revival and how it's mostly our fault. We're going to talk about how our politicians might be the perfect representatives for us. We're going to talk about IKEA's blunder. And finally, Florida man, the Florida kids are catching up on you. So, without further ado, G-Dubs, were you first?
Yes.
Okay, without further ado, sorry. Without further ado, welcoming to our spotlight stage, a man that I love and adore. Please welcome to the spotlight stage, Mr. GW Foley.
What is up, motherfuckers?
Wednesday
night, episode 8, bitches. Yeah. Just got my alert on my phone and can't see it. But yeah, it's there. Trust me. It's been a busy day for the American Dream, GW Foley. Let's see, I had a job interview today, and it made me realize that I'm not ready for the workforce yet. I don't want to go back there. It seems like a big drag, and I just want to be free and play with my dog all day. And like, it's the type of thing where I know it's the grown-up thing to do, is to get a job and support myself, but I really enjoy living off the tit of the American social system. Like, it has been wonderful and well-paying, and I wish there was a way that I could get paid to go to school, like do what I'm doing currently, and there isn't, and that sucks. And I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I do believe that we should have free college tuition.
Woo!
Yeah. Colin has finally shifted me over to the dark side.
Sounding a little bit like Gandhi over there. You gotta be careful.
I know. And just for the practical purposes of I could make money and go to school for free, and that would be fine. That would be perfect. That would support me. But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. It was weird going into a job interview. I haven't had one in a decade or so. So my first thought was don't fart, which is good advice for everyone. Going into a job interview, do not pass gas.
Great advice.
Yes.
Yeah. People look down upon that. And the worst part was they asked me a question and I wasn't prepared to give an answer. And it was a mundane question, like, so what'd you do at your last job? Oh shit! Like that was over a year ago, man. Like I don't fucking remember that. Fucking stuff. I did things, important things. The worst part, like I'm happy the fact that it's at least a part-time job, so like I can devote most of my week to schooling and the Drunken Under Quarantine show. That was the important part. They asked me what I did for fun, and I was like, "Oh, I'm on a weekly internet show. This is my fun. I have literally been singing all afternoon, going, almost time for booze, almost time for booze, booze time, booze, booze, booze. Oh, booze time. This is like the only time I actually like drinking can cut loose is Wednesday nights. Of course, my Thursday mornings suck.
Like, yeah, I have therapy. It's every Wednesday at 8.
Yeah, exactly, man.
We just share it with the world.
The fun thing happened to me. Changing topics. My wife ordered some panties from Amazon, which doesn't sound like a big deal. Yeah, very sexy. And I went to check the mail today, and instead of a package or a brown paper bag that you would think that Amazon would put stuff in so someone doesn't steal your fucking shit, no, they just sent them like this. There's a shipping label on the other side. She's gonna be pissed that I just showed the world her underwear, and I'm sorry, baby, I love you. But what kind of shit is that? Like, how do you run a fucking multi-billion-dollar company and can't ship for a fucking brown paper bag to throw a poor woman's granny panties in? I shouldn't say that. They're not granny panties. They're quite sexy, and I can't wait to see them on her. But
And subsequently off her.
yeah. Yes, that's right. And I'm going to talk about something a little off topic for me, but the Free Britney Spears movement is currently going on.
Free her.
Yes. Yeah, we're on board.
Free Britney.
Yeah, she's almost 40. She wants another baby. She wants another baby, and I say let her. She was complaining on stage, on the witness booth about having an IUD, and she can't get it removed because of the proprietorship, or not proprietorship, the conservatorship. Too many legal terms. And here's the thing, like, yeah, she went batshit crazy for a little while. Which one of us hasn't gone batshit crazy and wanted to shave our heads and bashed a fucking SUV with a fucking umbrella? She at least had the balls enough to do it. Like me, I just pushed it out and wore pink and nail polish. That was like me rebellion. like that was it. Like there wasn't like me like having my shit thrown in front of millions of people. And so what? She didn't wear underwear when she was a fucking 20-something-year-old hotness. Like, if I had her body, I would be showing my shit off everywhere. Like, I would have been a porn star. But unfortunately, like, if I was female, I would look exactly like me, beard included. So good for her. Let's free Britney, and let's turn it over to Colin and see how his week was.
Yes. Thank you, GW. I love it. Free Britney. And let's be honest. I mean, like you said, she wore her panties no panties as a hot 20-year-old something. And I really think that she was a huge inspiration for you, GW, as someone who sits in front of us today still with no panties on. As a hot, what could pass as 20-something, you know?
Aww.
You know, he just, gift that just keeps on giving. I had a great week, GW. It was my birthday week. I celebrated my 27th birthday. That was a lot of fun. I also, since I've seen you boys, have gotten vaccinated.
Woo!
So, yeah, so that happened. So, like a fucking G, I left work halfway through the day, got it, came back. Next morning, for shits and giggles, decided to run a jackhammer at 9 a.m. Sometimes you just gotta see what exactly it's all about. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. I sweat like a motherfucker for a night. Jackhammer in the morning, cold sweats. But it didn't kill me. So for what it's worth, that's my recommendation. I have a lot of different people, that I'm lucky enough to have as friends and family and stuff. Some people in high places, some people in low places. And, everyone's got an opinion on the vaccines. Me, I try to take my opinions from Fortune 500, not from Daytona 500. That's just what I would say. Because honestly, it's like, there's a lot of conspiracy, there's a lot of things. But at this point, 177 million Americans have been vaccinated. And if it's going to kill us, it's going to kill a lot of us. A lot of these people are your medical professionals and doctors and people who work at all certain levels. It's not like we just said let's vaccinate Walmart. We've vaccinated everybody. Okay, so I don't think there's a certain level of classism or oligarchy at play here because it's a lot of people in high places, low places. At this point, 177 million people, all shapes, forms, classes of people. New York gets a lot of, kind of a thing where people say like, well, why would you get vaccinated? Blah, blah, blah. I think it depends where you live. If you're living in Vermont and you're in the hills and stuff like that, you don't spend a lot of time in crowded places. You don't spend a lot of time around crowded people. Then that's a completely understandable thing. If you're in New York City now going into a crowded place and people are like, are you vaccinated? And you're like, nah. It just comes off a little strange. I have to be honest with you. I really have to be honest. If you're sitting amongst hundreds of people in a closed area, and it's like you're not vaccinated, a lot of these places obviously want to have you do a test and this, that, and the other thing. But it's funny to me because I watch a lot of comedy in New York and go to a lot of shows and perform in the city and you notice now a lot of like the mental health. Everybody talks about mental health. And it's funny because it's like you know how many kids that grew up in New York City unhappy. What percentage that was. All of them. Like every single one of them is just like a shitstorm to unpack. You know what I mean? It's just like, so let me explain to you what I talked to my therapist about earlier this week. It's like, I don't want to hear what you talked about your therapist. It's like, I made the joke about saying it's therapy, but this isn't therapy. This is comedy. I assure you, if you were watching us all do therapy, it'd be a lot less fucking amusing. Probably a lot less punchlines. Maybe GWs would be funny. I would probably laugh the entire way through GW's therapy session. He's like, really? Does this guy have to be here? Is this really? It was funny because I went to a place in my neighborhood in Brooklyn, which is really lovely. It's called the Bath House. Wonderful place to decompress. It has hot tub, cool tub, sauna. And there's a thing on the side of it, and it says, like, bring your therapist here. And I'm like, that's a lovely suggestion. It's a lovely thought. Like, why not meet your therapist in a bathhouse, in a sauna, where you feel very relaxed and decompressed? And I'll tell you why you shouldn't do that. Because it's a bathhouse and a sauna that you're trying to decompress. What am I going to do? Like, get into the hot tub with my therapist next to me and be like, By the way, I don't have a therapist, I wish I did, but what are you going to do? This is my New York comedy. What am I going to do? Get into the hot tub with my therapist? Like, this is an alternate reality where Collen has a therapist that he's able to get into a hot tub with. Like on some distant planet, But it's like, what am I going to do? I'm going to get into the hot tub and be like, or like the cold tub or something, be like, yeah, it's great to have you here, Yeah, so my dad was a real piece of shit growing up, wasn't he? It's like, that's the point of being at the spa. Yeah, don't even get me started on my childhood. Yeah, it was all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, mommy was a whore and dad was a piece of shit, wasn't he? Oh, this hot tub's lovely. Like, I'm not going to pay money to sit next to that guy. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. For whatever reason, it's like a love-hate with New York, I think, with this country. Because it's like days that are the worst days in New York, like 9/11, where it's like, that's everybody's town. That's America's hometown. God damn it. Someone's attacked our hometown. But then the second you kind of like lose sight of that, everyone's like, fuck that town. Fuck that place. It's like your family member who bullies you and they're like, fuck you. But then it's like the second someone else fucks with you, it's like, oh, you fucked with him? That's my brother. My baby brother. You don't beat my baby brother up, only I do, And it's like that's New York. It's like, it's everybody shits on it until it's has to be our town. But I think it's funny in that regard because it's like one time I had a stop somewhere and I had a New York license and maybe I was buying beer. For some reason the guy had to look at the license and the guy goes, New York, huh? And New York's a big state, to be fair, right?
Yeah, very big.
Like it doesn't really say like Manhattan written on it. Maybe it had my address on it. That it probably did. Now I think about it, but maybe not. Does your license have your address on it?
Yeah.
Doesn't? Probably does, right? Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. Ooh, spooky. It's like I'm so worried I got chipped, right? It's like and I got to be honest, if they were chipping me, it'd have to be a slightly better situation than a cardboard piece of paper that someone writes on in a back closet in Rite Aid and then says to you, hold on to that. That's the only copy of that exists. Like the whole chip correlation is like, we chipped him. Where's the record? Apparently he has the only copy. It's a piece of paper that someone wrote scribbly marks on and a Rite Aid in Windsor. Damn, they're on my trail. It always seems to be the people who are the most feared to be chipped are the people who travel the least, too. Like I have no international jet setter friends that have like money in the Cayman Islands. They're like, fuck, they're gonna chip me. You know what I mean? It's like a person who's like got the same like plot of land that's like in the hills, like sons of a bitch, you gonna chip me? It's like I'm assuming you're at your homestead. Like let's think where could this individual possibly be? Perhaps where they're paying property tax. I think we've pinpointed it, sir. Like, and they have a garden too. Fuck them. Yeah, I don't know. New York, it's funny. It's like people love to hate it, hate to love it, kind of thing. But for whatever reason, we decided that the guy who is the narrator for Frosty the Snowman would be best served as an ancient New York accent, You remember that cartoon where Frosty's like, happy birthday! and then he like melts and all the kids are sad and then like all of a sudden just like it seems like a member of the Bonanno family comes on. And he's just like, don't worry, kids. Frosty will be back again next year. Like that was the best suited voice. Frosty ain't going nowhere. Like, what the hell? But that's my week. It's been a lovely week. And I'm excited to keep it going. I'm very excited for our next segment of the show. We're going to be doing a little game show, and we're excited to have our game show host, Hickory, the Drunken Underwhelming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am a drunk magician that's always dreamed of being a game show host, so we have concocted a game show to share with you fine people. And this game is called How Many Shots Before You'd Hit This? Yes, it's everybody's favorite game. So what we have done is we've taken photos of some of our favorite comics, comedians, possibly a drunk magician, and we've put them through a filter. The beautiful assistant did the hard lifting for me on this one. But what we do is we have this game. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at photos. We are then going to tell you how many shots it would take us to hit this, which is what the kids said back when I was in 15 or 16, which is basically code for how many alcoholic beverages before you'd consider putting your naughty bits near their naughty bits. And then afterwards, we're going to reveal the original photo and who the photo was of. Collen, GW, the rules sound pretty clear?
Yeah.
Crystal clear.
Okay.
I'm ready for the naughty bits.
Okay. What order? We're going to go in. Collen, you go first, then G-Dubs, and then I will state mine. You guys ready for contestant number 1?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bring out our lovely lady.
Check out this beautiful lady.
This girl looks like she'd be pretty good time here. Nice smile, nice eyes, like what she did with her hair. Looks like she has some type of office job. I'm going with, depending on the circumstance, this might be, I would say a 2 to 3.
Okay. We're saying 2.5.
2.5.
G-Dubs, what do you think?
Let's see. I like the eyebrow game's on fleek. We got some good eyebrows there. I like the cheeks. The cheeks look good, and I like that she's smiling. It's a bubbly personality. So I would agree with Collen, 2 to 3, and
Okay.
I'd let her touch my wiener.
Fair. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm at a 3 to 4 on this one. I'm not typically a long-haired type of guy. Hopefully, there's some shorter hair later on. That's kind of my thing. But she looks very nice. I'm not opposed to this. The smile. I agree. GW. The bubbly personality definitely helps. So yeah, I give this one a 3 to 4. And to be honest, I haven't looked through these, so I have no idea of what the next picture is going to look like. But this was GW Foley.
Yeah.
G-Dubs, did you know that was you before?
I did.
Okay. Because of the background?
Well, I could tell by the
I
background.
like how it's him and G-Dub's like, still take me 2.5 shots to fuck me.
Which is weird because I masturbated twice today.
Yeah. Sober.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You boys ready for the next one?
Yes.
absolutely.
Bring out our next lovely lady.
Oh,
wow.
Wow. Ciao,
Yeah.
Bella.
Man, we got an Italian dime right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like she is probably Napoli via Newark. I'm going with a 1 on this.
That's fair.
I'm gonna say, I don't know. The eyes look like they could be trouble, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to be shit faced. I'm gonna have to say 5.
Oh, I was gonna say she might almost get a pass on none, but probably like a 2 because it would take me to. I'd have to build up some confidence to talk to a baby like this.
Confidence shot. Interesting.
Yeah, it would be. This would be intimidating in public, I think.
Well, I would hope that she would do shots with me.
Okay, that's fair. But probably at least 1 before I get up there, so I don't sound like me.
Yeah.
I have a little confidence flow. At least
Maybe start with a magic trick.
Jason said 4.
Oh,
Oh, this poor lady. You guys ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Oh, Pierre Michon.
And I could tell it was Pierre from the teeth. That's the only thing. It was the smile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had an inkling it might be him, but I didn't know, so I was very much.
Pierre's got those canine teeth like I have.
Okay. Yep.
The vampire teeth right there.
Man, this app does a great job. Not gonna lie.
To be fair, Pierre's way sexier than her.
Yeah, that's true. Pierre
I
would,
give Pierre a 1 to 2.
I would give Pierre a confident shot.
Yeah.
It's nice to know what Miss June would look like if we put Pierre in drag. I think we got something.
As someone who has seen Pierre in drag, that is not what he looks like.
No kidding.
No.
Okay.
Kind of hard to imagine.
You boys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Bring it on. Here we go.
Here we go.
Ooh, okay.
So this looks like a high school sweetheart, maybe.
Yeah, this is a girl who broke GW's heart in high school right here. She was intelligent, funny. She liked Marvel films.
Mark's got a comment. He's the best pickup line. Can I smell your vagina? Her? No, me. Oh, I guess that's her feet. We had a couple good comments in there.
GW asked her to prom, and well, she said no.
This is the one that broke GW's heart right here. Collen, what are you thinking?
I mean, the fact that we ended up going to prom together, and GW and I have never been the same since. We ended up having 4 or 5 shots that night. Sorry, Gabe.
Yeah, it happens. She looks like someone that I could hang with. So I would say that would increase my number because I want to be like completely snickered. So like when she goes, okay, let's have sex, I could be like, oh, it's the booze talking. So I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say this sounds much more like more like somebody I would sit around in my living room while we're doing bong hits and watching the Lego movie. But yeah, I'd say like a solid 3 and a 4 somewhere in there. Like not too tanked because I feel like she might be a little freaky and I'd want some memories to take back with me.
To be fair, she looks like she might not swing this way, but
that's okay. True too. But she might, show me like how to pitch softballs real well or something. And yeah, I'm gonna go with 4. That way, still have memories, but I'm not, sober. You guys ready for the reveal on this one?
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh.
Oh man, that's the best part is that he looks the same.
Yeah, it looks like. It literally looks like Kenyon's sister.
Yeah. Which would drop it to a 2 for me. Just
yeah.
Just so
I would say 1, just because if it was Brian's sister,
yeah.
just so every time we see each other, be like, "Yo, I fucked your sister."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because like to be fair, I fucked his sister the first time. I was sober.
I purposely did this.
Okay, you guys ready for the next one?
Bring on the next lovely lady.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Oh, man, I'm thinking this one, she looks like a Maggie to me. I'm just making up a name at this point.
I mean, this is, I like the goggles. Looks like she's doing some adventuring or something like that.
Beautiful background.
Beautiful,
picturesque Vermont right there.
Yeah, the goggles. I don't know if she's snowboarding or aggressively snowshoeing with goggles on.
You never know when you're moving so fast.
You never know. Maybe the wind direction is going to change. Looks like it's still day, but you never know. But beautiful eyes, beautiful smile, like the hair. I'm going with a 1 on this.
Nice. A 1 out of 2, as the top right corner says.
1 out of 2.
Because the second one's a celebration round for afterwards.
Exactly.
G-Dubs, what are you thinking?
I think we need to change the name of the game of how many shots will this chick take before she fucks me.
That's a very good plan.
Clearly, she is out of my league. and she would look at me and be like, "Yeah, no." So like, in order, like, it would be 2 shots, and that's just to get enough of a courage to actually go up and talk to her, just to hear that she has a fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
As Jason says, 3 shots. I'm going to say it would take me that level of confidence before getting shot down. And Mark made a great point. He said those goggles, those are a sperm shield. Which she's probably wearing full body armor, Mark. That's my guess. But yeah, I'm gonna say at least 2 confident shots and then another 2 to celebrate afterwards. That's my my take on it. Especially a chick that's out there enjoying the vast beauty of Vermont, because they're not a dime a dozen, but
No.
this one is a dime. And yeah, I'd say 3. You guys ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Boom, Dickie B.
Oh, it's Dickie
Oh, wow.
B.
Yeah,
Holy shit, it's Dickie B. Wow.
Oh, dude, Colin, I thought that was you, especially when you started talking about
I
the
actually
goggles.
thought it might be you. That's hilarious.
And I was
I was thinking it was Collen, actually. but-
The cheekbone, actually, I thought it was Hickory. That's funny as shit. Wow.
yeah, Dickie
Wow,
B.
Dickie's fucking
Whoa, show me again. Yeah, see, that's Dickie's sister. There she
Yeah.
is.
She's
Yeah.
a smoke show.
Wow, Dickie.
Yeah, I got to. That's yeah. Mark said a kind chin. Yes, the kind I'd like to put my balls on. Mark, that's perfect, really right. And Jason just said, "Wow." I was like, "Yeah, I'm shocked." I thought it was Colin because when he started talking about how he liked the goggles, I was like, "Oh, that's Colin's tell on this is a photo of me and I know those goggles and I
No,
like
I
them."
thought it was you doing some skeet shooting or something.
Nope, that's funny.
What do you call that when you subtraverse and wow,
Yeah,
there he is.
man.
Dickie, Dickie's a good-looking man. There you
Yeah.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
go. Bring on the next lovely lady.
Oh,
Oh, ciao bella.
This one might take some work. G-Dubs, Colin, what are you thinking?
Well, I think that this girl, it looks like she's on the PATH train, coming in from New Jersey.
Like she's about to go do some adult
hairstyle.
modeling.
Huh?
She might be about to do some adult modeling.
Yeah, she's going to do potentially some adult modeling, some photo shoot. I like the smile. Smiles very intriguing. Seems to know something I don't. Like the hair. The hair looks a little bit like, she went with the bangs. Maybe the bangs didn't work out for her too much. We're going to have to grow those back out. That was a bold choice.
Yes, it was.
Possibly trans. I'm not sure. But I like the attitude. And maybe there's more to the personality. I'm going with a 2 on this.
You got a 2. Some great comments that came in. Mark said I'm a tad behind. What the hell's going on? I have no idea. I don't do the tech side. We just make sure it's live and on time. He also says that 70s disco slut.
I like that a little bit.
Jason P. Mercier says no shots, all the bottle.
oh, damn.
Okay, all right. Jason's not feeling her. Okay.
G-Dubs, what are you thinking on this one?
I don't think I could deal with her attitude. She looks like a whole bunch of attitude. So I'm going to have to give her a 5, unfortunately.
That's fair.
That's a Jersey 5 right there.
Yeah. And her glasses are too big for her face.
Way too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like it. It's a fashion choice. It kind of offsets the bangs.
Yeah, this one's kind of cute. I'm gonna go with like a 2, maybe 3. It depends on the day, the time, the situation. Mark said, "Hope those glasses make my dick look huge."
I don't know if they're going to. I got to be honest. Judging by the scale of the face, your dick's probably going to look pretty small against those glasses.
Those are actually, just for clarification, those are the Sperm Shield 2.0.
Yeah. Her favorite songs, "Don't Stop Believing."
But
She
yeah,
has
it's
a cat that she has an Instagram account for.
but yeah, I'm gonna say a solid 2. I mean, she looks cute. Well, I wouldn't. I'd talk to her. It all depends on how the personality unfolds. But
Yeah. She looks like she might be a good talent manager for you or something.
the reveal. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gone. The glasses gave it away.
The glasses and the nose.
Yep.
The snaz. The snaz
J-
was the.
Jason, like 6 comments ago, commented, "It's Collen." Oh, Mark said, "Don't stop gobbling." Oh, you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Right off the cuff, she's got huge tits.
Yeah.
Massive.
Massive tits. So that's worth some points. Right there. Like what she did with the hair. Very nice. Nice length. And looks like light makeup, maybe to no makeup. But very nice complexion still. So I'm going with a 1 on this.
Fair. G-dubs?
I'm not gonna be as nice. It's an outdoor pick, so she's gonna be an outdoorsy girl. So it looks like she's gonna be really handsy, and she looks like she's gonna be actually aggressive to the point where it's like, I don't know if I can get my dick hard. She's so aggressive. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, you need to chill. I get you want a piece of me, but let's pump the brakes a little bit. Maybe a little floor play. Maybe a little wine and dine. So I'm gonna give her a 2. Nothing personal against her, but it's definitely a 2.
Yeah, this is it's gonna be like a 6 or 8. She's a little full framed for me. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that. Of course, I like girls of all shapes and sizes, but I don't know. Something she almost looks like one of my aunts, maybe. I think.
I almost think I'm fucking myself with long hair.
Just a little bit, except with like far better skin. And I gotta read a couple comments because some of these are great. Mark said my tits are my biggest feature, and my brain says suck. Jason thinks it's GW. Mark also saying big rotted. I think he meant to say big titted girls come more. I don't know. Jason said 3. Jason, that's okay for me. I'm talking 6 to 8. I don't know how many shots come in a bottle or 5th. I guess
You're gonna pretend it never happened.
My next question, I think, is about 15. So, I might save the second half for after.
I might have screwed my cousin. I'm not sure.
Mark says you're special aunt. Yeah, it's just a little bit. And the reveal. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's Hickory the drunken underwhelming in a tank top with his big old tits.
Hey, the tits stay the same.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Even the shoulders, man.
They did you notice that they cut the tank? Like they actually put a V-neck in the tank top.
Oh yeah, give you a little more cleavage.
Yeah, man, I'm a classy broad. Okay,
I like how they did your neck. Like they gave you a neck job.
Oh, let me go back. Sorry. Oh yeah. Well, it's because they had it. Oh, it's so funny. This thing. I'm so glad we found this. And unfortunately, that's it. I was the finale. So, thank you guys for playing that game with me. That was a hell of a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I guess this is the part where we move into the second portion of the show. Welcome to the jarring part. thank you guys. That was fun. I didn't know how that was going to go. Do you guys have a good time?
I had a great time.
That was great.
I
It
think
was
we
weird.
I think we need to do it again, but we need to get more comics that and not us, but get like just actually if you guys out there watching want to send in your photo, just send one with a in the whatever it's called, the subject of the email, just say beautiful assistant photo me. And that way I won't open them and see them ahead of time, and I'll let her go through and she can go through and do some. It would be really fun to do some of our fans, followers, and people who enjoy watching the show, because that would be fun. If you want to know how you would, how well we would bang the face app version of you.
And it's good. It would definitely be better than having my friends who I'm like, oh yeah, even if you're a bitch, I know who you are.
I mean, I think we all knew I was going to sleep with Dickie, but I don't think we did that aggressively.
Mark said, which one has the more prominent dick?
You're going to have to stay tuned for the...
Jason said a tad awkward. Yeah, but that's why it's fun, Jason. It was something fun, and we wanted to tackle one of the trends that's going on online. That's actually a TikTok trend is what inspired that game. And yeah, there'll be more games in the future, because that was a lot of fun. I had fun making my beautiful assistant put that together as she was sitting there with the phone laughing her ass off.
Great job, beautiful assistant.
What are you laughing at, honey? She's just like, you wait till you see it. But without further ado, we're going to move into the first topic of the evening. How the drunk is this news? A football player, an NFL football player comes out. Finally, it's 2021, which raises the question, I thought this had already happened. And you guys believe it's 2021 and it's the first official coming out in the NFL?
First active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, it blew my mind. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I thought this happened in the fucking 90s.
I was like, I thought coming out, being bold and brave coming out was like so 2007.
But you know, this is the type of shit that happens here. Like, I don't watch The Bachelor, right? But like this past year was like season 20, right? And it was the first black man who was one of the bachelors. And like there was like, oh, like it's news. And I'm like, really? I'm like, you guys went 19 seasons? And you're like, there's no possible way we could find a successful black man in America. How do we possibly have a bachelor that was a person of color? It just is not possible, you know? And this shit just kind of goes on. And seemingly, like, even in the year 2021, these what seemingly would be small gestures are actually massive. And it's really insane with something with like the NFL that has such a boys club in so many ways that it's like if you don't look a certain way or behave a certain way, you're not part of that boys club. And the fact that it's insane to think that it really even has to be discussed. I mean, it's like if you're a football player or whatever. But I congratulate him on coming out and saying, you know, I'm a gay NFL football player. And that if that's what it takes for people to you know, open their mind a little bit of like the fact that, yeah, you've got an entire massive football league of men, you know.
Yeah, well, like the odds would be there's at least a handful of people.
Hate to break it to you, folks. Statistically, yeah.
I was looking at in my feed it showed up a gay comic from Albany was saying how the gay community isn't supporting him because he isn't femme enough. And it's like, why would that even matter? Like I'm cool with him being gay, like that, and I'm glad he came out, and I'm glad that window has broken, like where other gay men can feel comfortable in their masculinity to play football, but like I don't understand how I don't understand like why, like who cares, man? your job is to get hit and get CTR or CRT or whatever it's called.
It's like is the criticism? It's like he's not gay enough.
Yeah,
They were saying he's not femme enough.
yeah.
So he's not.
He doesn't
effeminate.
act gay enough.
Well,
Which-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not acting gay enough for everybody. But the thing is what's crazy is that it to me, like, I love all the input from everybody, But some of this stuff, I feel like people I don't understand. Like, not to change subject, but I saw In the Heights, right? In the Heights, Lin-Manuel Miranda's musical was very popular in New York years ago. I remember it being like, the biggest show in New York. Made the movie. I saw the movie a couple weeks ago. Was very impressed by the film. I thought that it looked like New York. It felt like the Heights. I've spent a lot of time in that neighborhood. I thought the casting was really good. I thought that the girls looked like those girls in the neighborhood, right? And the kind of criticism is like the fact that like the girls they say are like whitewashed, and that it's not enough black representation. Even though Nina's main character dates a black guy who's in the neighborhood, and to me when I looked at it, I felt like it was very well cast. And then on retrospect, it's like I kind of understand where people are coming from, but at the same time, you're talking about a man, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who grew up in that neighborhood, who looks maybe more Caucasian than even some of the people who are in the film. And he's looking through the lens. Nobody looks at this as a victory of saying, like, Warner Brothers produced this film and it was shot on location in New York in a neighborhood that hasn't had a lot of positive publicity potentially over the course of time. And instead of celebrating our victories, it's like there's always a criticism. And so it's like it's insane to have this guy like step out and say like this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what it is. Just embrace that. Why would people continue to criticize him further to say, well, why aren't you acting a certain way or behaving a certain way? I mean, he just behaved in a certain way and taking a public stance,
I mean, what did they expect him to be? Fucking Liberace?
Yeah, Elton John, the wide receiver. He's gonna be
maybe
out there.
he will be in time
with big old glasses underneath his helmet.
He's playing a violent sport. Like in order to get to that, a professional in a violent sport. Like to get to that fucking level, like you have to be a fucking monster of some sort.
And I just want to fire back at the criticism that he's not femme enough, because I am certainly no authority on the LGBT community, but I gotta say that every time I've ever had a fantasy where I'm like, maybe I would be good with a dude, it's not a femme dude, it's a guy that looks like this. Like this is my ideal body type. I'm just gonna say I want a guy that looks like he's been on testosterone since before he was born, who has a big old burly beard, who looks like he could literally, if the truck breaks down, he could just drag it back to town.
I want a guy
and that's why Dickie was a one shot.
That's why Dickie makes the perfect male and female. Like he's perfect on both ends. It's
got that feminine beauty and that badass body. I love you, Dickie.
I did want to say the Babylon Bee had probably one of the best ones, and I don't know if I'll get in trouble for YouTube or Facebook reading this, but Babylon Bee, NFL player announces he's gay, switching over to soccer. And they had a great little article with some quotes. Said it's a complete coincidence, honestly. He said he removed his Raiders jersey and put on an LA Galaxy shirt. I like men, and I also like to lightly kick a ball around a field while not scoring any goals. There's no relationship between these two facts, Nassib added. It's hard for him to leave the Raiders as a gay man, but ultimately soccer's a better fit for him. The press then asked him a question, but he flopped on the ground in pain, claiming to have been attacked by homophobes. And Babylon Bee killing it again. Too good. We'll move right on we're actually running late. This is awesome. We're move right into the next one. We'll be quick on this one. The ska revival is here, and it's all our fault. Yeah, the Drunken Under Quarantine show influencing pop culture yet again. We brought you a beautiful theme song for season 2, produced by Jake Pareto. Thank you so much, Jake. And now there is a ska revival on our horizon. And yeah, I think Collen, GW, and I are going to take credit along with Jake on this one.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to add a little bit here, G-Dubs, yeah, the ska revival is here, but ska never really went away.
I like how they talk in this article about the Ska Tune Network, which is a dude who does ska covers.
That's the guy, right?
I think so.
Because I personally love that channel. It's actually one of the... I recommend it to people when they're asking for like good covers for songs.
Yeah,
he does some really good ska covers.
He does, and they're quite amazing. It looks like they're shot in a fucking dorm room.
Yeah, Ska Tune Network has more than 200,000 subscribers.
And you know, fucking good for him. Like I used to be in a ska band in high school, and we didn't make it that far.
Yeah, I wish we could play this because it's a great cover of "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish, but unfortunately, I think that would be a bad. I think we'd get pulled on that. So go check it out. Ska Tune Network is great if you guys are looking for an awesome, some awesome music. I really liked. Oh god damn! I was trying to remember. There's like one I really enjoy by him because it sounds exactly like what I think if the Bosstones covered like a 2000s pop song. Oh, Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. He does that one, and to me it sounds exactly like if you took the Mighty Bosstones and they actually did a cover of Tub Thumping. Because I don't know, the song lends itself well.
And I can see Collen being a big ska fan. I can see him with the checkerboard suspenders and the fedora.
Oh, absolutely.
Rocking a trombone.
Absolutely. I mean, GW, to your rebel phase, you know, I had the Converse with the pink shoelaces and the Dickie pants with the bandana. And I would have fit very well into Hickory's band. Had I given any musical talent to offer a band. But I certainly...
So would the band. The band would have been great if we had musical talents to offer.
It's not from lack of looking the part. I've played a musician for being Underwear. We watched that commercial. I played a musician for Verizon Wireless, for... garage band, City Class Clown. Is that the band? Class Clown.
From Rutland?
Or they were a big gym class hero.
Yeah.
One of them. They're a huge national band. I did a commercial for Verizon Wireless for them where I played the lead guitarist. Played Steven Tyler in Toy Rocker commercial. Always played like I look like I have musical talent. No musical talent. Just look the part.
Like I will say, actually, if you guys are interested, you can go over to my YouTube channel where you can see Collen play a pair of underwear and this great reaction, my first ever reaction video. Which
plays the underwear very well.
Yeah, he did a great job in this commercial, not gonna lie. That's my quick little YouTube plug.
And he didn't get that underwear from Amazon.
No, I didn't.
No, he got it from a French company.
I did.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
And you know the French know their underwear.
And their dressing.
Absolutely.
Moving right into the next one. We got Florida Man. Apparently Florida kids are a whole new level of super. Wait, isn't this a hate crime? We got this amazing headline here. Let me make sure I got the right one. I saw this and laughed really hard from Newsweek. Kids caught using noose to drag alligator to shore. Which sounds terrifying, but I'm also like, what got me at first was I just saw the word noose in the headline and I was like, oh no, that's not good. It's a hate crime story. It turns out it's a hate crime against alligators. And it happened in Florida, which was the first thing GW said when I sent him the article. He's like, before I even look at it, it's in Florida, right? Yes, it is. You are not wrong, my friend. They said 3 children vacationing in Florida. So you don't even have to be from Florida to fall into the Florida man mentality. You just have to visit, and it happens.
Yeah. It naturally infects the brain.
Yeah, we might have to go on vacation. We could have some great Florida man stories. 3 children vacationing in Florida caught the attention of authorities after they reportedly placed a noose around a gator's neck in an attempt to drag it to shore. According to Florida Today, the 3 kids, aged 16, 8, and 6, respectively, were visiting Fay Lake Wilderness Park in Port St. John from their home in California. Officials from the Florida Wildlife Commission and Brevard County Sheriff's Office responded to the Thursday incident, which occurred around 5:30 p.m. By the time authorities arrived, however, the alligator had gone back into the lake with the noose still around its neck. In response, an alligator trapper was called to the scene to assist with removing the rope safely. The trapper also moved the alligator from the lake, as in standard practices in instances like this one. So really, he just helped them finish the job.
Yeah.
It's what I'm reading. These kids started on a project, and he sure got it done.
Well, I love the logic of like, this alligator has a noose on its neck. Let's put another noose on its neck. And then drag it in. Yeah,
that poor gator. Oh, did he get your hand?
Oh.
This little bastard got my hand, and this is what happened to him.
How big was this fucking gator? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, clearly it wasn't an adult gator.
Might have been. Judging by the pictures, those were not small gators. I don't think those pictures correlate to the story, but you can imagine.
No, that photo was just a photo from 2 alligators resting on a rock in Florida, 2001.
Yeah.
So they're using a 20-year-old photo.
Guys. We're up against 2 alligators resting in a fucking rock in Florida. These things are not to be trifled with.
But in this here video, you can clearly see there's a big old gator just... So now he looks like a toy, right? Like in this shot.
Fuck gators. Fuck Florida, man.
Like, why do people live in places where like this is on the highway? That's what I don't understand. Why
you're on your way to work in the morning and you're going, everyone slow down. There's an alligator crossing the road.
Absolutely crazy. Boggles my mind. Any other thoughts?
That's why they don't pay taxes.
My thought is,
they're like, I'm gonna pay property tax. I got an alligator walking across the fucking road right now.
It's like,
do something with that on my property.
Yeah, how about that for property tax? How about I got a python swimming across my swimming pool when my kid's about to jump in the diving board? You want me to pay property tax?
It ate my fucking dog.
I got a hurricane called Katrina.
Like, too crazy. I can't imagine being in that position.
I can't imagine being in Florida.
Period.
Yeah, that too. I hear it smells like freedom down there, but you never know.
But they got gators and fucking the last time I was in Florida, there was a 6-foot fucking iguana crossing the street, and I'm like, nope, I'm out, I'm done. That thing was a fucking monster.
Yeah, fuck that. So we got 2 more. We'll probably skip one. I was gonna go over this real quick. We're just gonna talk about wrong one. More proof that our politicians represent us better than anyone is willing to admit. We had a quick story about AOC writing a letter saying that she'd have a proxy vote for her because she was busy at a concert. But I think we'll move right into the last one. The marketing fail of the week. IKEA. What the drunk were you thinking? And if you guys did not see this one killed me today when I saw it. I couldn't believe this was a real headline. I honestly thought it was Babylon Bee because those pop up on my news feed all the time, and every once in a while I get caught off guard, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe that. But no, this was an actual news story we got here from WCAX3. IKEA store's Juneteenth menu of fried chicken and watermelon upsets staff. So, on the first ever Juneteenth being a federal holiday, not that it was the first Juneteenth, but the first time it's a federally recognized national holiday, IKEA decided they were going to have their food menu be fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese, and a couple other things. I think there was meatloaf, candied yams, collard greens, potato salad. How did this get past the board? Like, how does this shit happen?
Well, it seems like IKEA is slightly insensitive to the cause at hand. Where they're like, no, absolutely, we understand 100% what Juneteenth is, and that's why we're offering an entire menu: fried chicken, watermelon, maybe some grits. And that's what we're going to do for you guys. We love this holiday.
I love soul food as much as the next straight white guy. Like it fills my belly with love. But the thing that I can't I wish I was in the meeting with that, because the guy who suggested it was some old racist and said it as a joke. Like, oh, Juneteenth, might as well have fried chicken and watermelon. And someone's like, that's a great job, Earl.
What else should we have?
Yeah.
It's like maybe some collard greens and some tater salad.
Oh, what else do them people eat?
But to think that it got traction, absolutely crazy. I'm a little bit blown away. And this is a WCAX article, but obviously written from Atlanta at WGCL. Employees and customers at the Atlanta IKEA store said the choices for its menu on Juneteenth were racially insensitive. IKEA says the menu was sent to employees Friday, including fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese, potato salad, collard greens, and candied yams. They say the food was going to be served to customers and employees to honor the perseverance of Black Americans in light of the Juneteenth holiday. You cannot say serving watermelon on Juneteenth is a soul food menu when you don't even know the history of. They used to feed slaves watermelon during slavery time, said an employee who did not want to be identified. They caused a lot of people to be upset, the employee said. People actually wanted to quit. Employees said 33 people called out of work, sparking an internal email response from the store manager on Saturday. Manager said she truly apologized if the menu came off as suggestive, and it was created with the best of intentions. Because what else do you say when you're fucking called out this bad?
Oops, my bad.
Sorry, guys. I'm just a dumb, ignorant redneck. Employees say the decision behind the menu should have included the voices of color first. None of the co-workers who sat down to create the menu. Nobody was black, the employee said. The store manager said the menu changed after the issue. They just delayed the Juneteenth menu by a day, thinking that, everybody who was upset stayed home on Juneteenth and wouldn't notice on Sunday, which just added insult to injury. The store manager shared the new menu, including meatloaf, mashed potatoes, collard greens, and cornbread. A picture taken by one of the meals showed what was served in the store the day after Juneteenth: fried chicken, mac and cheese, and greens, an employee said. Customers also felt the menu was insulting. But, which also raises the question, what were they supposed to do? Were they just supposed to throw out the food?
Wait till Monday.
That's a good point. But it's just it's amazing to me that the I get it's super insensitive, but wasting food's not good either.
Yeah. And
so you're left with that what do you do situation. I'm not surprised they just saved it. But yeah, Monday would have been a good day. Maybe made a fried chicken sandwich on the menu. We tried to change it up a little bit.
You know what they should have done was get some waffles.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah,
I love me some chicken.
Because that would have been
man.
intensive, chicken and waffles.
No, that's
I'm sorry, it's delicious, and everybody loves them. Okay.
Yeah.
it's a white trash light. I'm pretty sure. I also learned that through this that apparently fried chicken was invented in was like Scotland or something, which I didn't know beforehand. I'm assuming lots of people have fried chicken in the past, but I'm pretty sure that is where it's credited to.
I was always told that it was done in Africa.
I had never heard that.
Yeah. That's the original fried chicken was done in Africa, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like Louisiana takes pride for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Cajun, French redneck. It's a good flavor combination there. Say, I'm just frankly disappointed in the learning process. Like you should have learned after all. Like you should have learned after you've insulted all of your black employees. I'm gonna say this insulted all of the employees, by the way, because I would have been a little bit upset if my company decided this was a good idea. The store manager says they deeply apologize for what happened. They realized they got the menu wrong. You didn't know what to do. This is the city where you could have asked somebody and gotten an intelligent response, an employee said. Yeah, like they literally could have reached out and asked anybody. And anybody with any amount of common sense would have been like, guys, that's a really, really fucking bad
That's
idea.
just a great end quote. Like, you could have asked anybody and gotten an intelligent response. But instead, you asked Earl.
And,
We all know Earl's a fucking racist.
and then somehow you had an entire kitchen staff that just produced the food without thinking about it. Or, yeah, like, what the hell? It amazes me that people like that have good jobs like that. And, so if you're a company out there and you want to hire marketing ideas where we're not racist or idiots, you can reach out to the Drunken Under Quarantine show, and we'll have a pitch meeting. We'll meet on a stream and just hang out, and we'll pitch you ideas, and we'll pretty much work for booze.
Yeah. I'm down with that. The fun thing is I saw this article on Facebook under the WCAX feed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the amount of people that were saying, I don't get it. Everyone likes fried chicken and watermelons when it's hot. I don't understand. What's the big deal? It's like you have lived in Vermont entirely too much.
Yep. If you don't understand why that's ignorant as fuck, don't get me wrong, I agree. Everybody does love fried chicken and watermelon. But to put it on a national holiday for the day that we finally went down to Texas and finally freed the rest of the slaves, the day we commemorate that day. Yeah.
It's worse than being offered corned beef and cabbage on fucking St. Patrick's Day. Like that pisses me off. It's like, I don't eat that shit because I'm not a fucking stereotype.
Well, and you know the crazy part is that corned beef was not an Irish thing. It's an Irish American thing. Did you know that, G-Dubs? Colin,
No.
you know that?
Yeah.
So when the Irish classically ate a lot of bacon in Ireland, and when they showed up in New York City, like who was running New York at the time?
The Jews.
The Jews, and who doesn't eat bacon? The Jews. So they were like, what's your fattiest smoked meat? And they were like, oh, we got corned beef brisket. And poof, and it became so it's an Irish American thing. It's not even a traditional Irish thing. Corned beef is. Interesting random part of food history. So I boil bacon on St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. I grill it like a normal human being. I get a big old 2-pound slab and you just rub it with barbecue sauce and stick it on the grill. It makes that Colcannon stuff edible if you put it over it. Like, who the hell puts cabbage in their mashed potatoes? I don't understand.
yeah, I don't get it.
No. But that's pretty much all I got. You guys got anything you got to get off your chest before we move on?
No.
No,
Fun
I'm
show
good.
here, guys.
Yes, thank you guys for being
Great to
here.
see everybody.
It was great to see you guys. I am pretty excited for some of those photos, man. We got some winners on the show. G-Dubs looking sexy. Pierre and Dickie B winning.
Dickie B wins.
Yeah, like 100%. I hope he sees this. I'm gonna have to send him a photo and be like, "Hey, this chick hit me up and said you're looking pretty good."
Yeah, right.
Maybe he won't recognize. Although it looks like it did change the goggles a little bit, so he might not put it together. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I got. Plugs?
You want
See
to
you
go?
guys here next week.
Foley Kills a podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Episode 7 just came out, right?
Episode 7 came out.
Episode 8 on Monday.
Episode 8 on Monday. Follow me at Foley Kills at Twitter, Instagram, and GW Foley on Facebook. I will friend you.
She will.
Jason said savage. Yeah, it was. So good, though. Yeah, next week we'll be back with both air. It should be awesome. I'm very excited to have him on the show. He is a man who once got a snake bite but could not reach to suck the poison out, and we're going to ask him all about it. We got some questions lined up, I'm sure. Like, does she really make a peep off Old Deer's Leap? There's lots of questions to be answered by the man. Sorry if you guys don't get the joke, but I've been listening to a lot of both there lately. And so, yeah, that should be awesome. Anyways, of course, I am Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. You can find me at Hickory TDAU on Facebook, Instagram, Parler, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, and that's about it. We'll see you guys on the next one. We'll see episode 9 featuring both there. Very excited about it.
9.
Yeah. GW, thank you for being here, brother. Always good to see you.
Love you, buddy.
And Colin, as always, my friend. And I'm sure we will be announcing a next show date soon, considering we're pretty much full open back in the state of Vermont. Don't mean to brag, but yeah, I can't wait to get up next to a big group of smelly people. And that's the worst part, right? Is that, especially with the masks off, you're actually going to like notice other people's smells.
I look forward to everybody being stinky.
I'm still wearing one at work once in a while, and people look at me and they're like, Hickory, why are you still wearing a mask? I look at them and I'm like, because I realize how ugly you guys got when you took yours off. So, much like a magician taking a mask off makes a 10 a 2. It's like, damn, that was an impressive color change you just did. Anyways, that's all we got for this episode. Thank you for joining us on the Drunken Under Quarantine show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club, and we will see you guys next week. Please remember to stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming, but most importantly in these troubling times, stay sane, and go listen to some Both Air so you know some of his music before we see him next week. Credits.
And so I didn't get a chance to take my pants off.